Hello. I said ages ago that I would try and make a little video of how I do my long exposure shots. So I'm going to have a go at it. Never done this before, so please be patient. Come across this little waterfall. It's not massive, but it's a nice little waterfall. What I'm trying to do, I've got the waterfall in the middle, and either side of the waterfall there's the white foamy stuff on the surface. I'm hoping that that'll get a little bit of spiral in it. I don't know if it will. So the first thing we've got to do is put the camera up. Got the camera up on the tripod. Can't do long exposure shots without a tripod. I've got my remote control on because using the remote control reduces the amount of vibration and what have you in the shot. First thing we do is to set the artificial horizon, which means the camera's level. Once we've got that done, we get ready for the test shots. This little graph on the side tells you how much light and how much dark you've got. If it's too far over to the right, you're going to be blown out. If it's too far over to the left, you're going to be too dark. So that's about right there. The next thing we're going to do, I don't know if you can see it, the little red square, that's your focal point. What we've got to set, everything the other side of that will be in focus. So I've used an app which tells me what my hyperfocal distance is. It's about 5 metres. Focus the camera, we get the remote control out, give it a shot. What you'll notice is in the sky we've got little bits flashing. What that's doing, that's telling me they've been blown out. It's too much light in that area. So what we do, we go back to that, using the compensation, we make it a little bit darker. Focus, take a shot, just use my finger that time, because these are just test shots. That's properly exposed now, as you can see. So what I've done now is I've put my filter holder on the front along with a medium graduated ND filter, which will darken the sky and make it a bit of a better balance in the image. So you can see at the back we can actually turn the light up a little. We'll take the image. Not blown out at all, even though it's a lot brighter. Now, long exposure means that the shutter is open for an extended period of time. That could be half a second up to 5 minutes. The more light you get in through that, it'll destroy the image. So what we've got to do is we've got to put a pair of sunglasses on the image, and we'll do that with a 10-stop ND filter. So in order to catch the movement, we need to put an ND filter onto the front of the lens. What that does, it reduces the light going into the sensor, stops it being blown out. But what we've got to do is we've got to calculate how long the shutter needs to be open. And to do that, I've got a little app on the phone, so I've got to switch this off and I'll be back in a second. So this is my ND filter. It's a 10-stop, which is really dark. The calculations come out at 1 minute 29 seconds. So I'm going to pop this in and I'll be back in a second. Right, the ND filter's on. I've gone now from aperture mode that I normally shoot in to manual, which is what the M is up there. There. And you'll notice I'm now on bulb. My f8's the same, my ISO is the same. Bulb mode allows you to keep the shutter open for an indefinite period. I do that through my remote control, so we'll do that. Got to put the phone down. You don't want to be there for 1 minute and 26 or 29 seconds, so we'll see what happens in a minute. So that's the shot that we ended up with. I hope you've enjoyed this. That's the waterfall. That's the long exposure, which I'll put on screen. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's not been easy doing this one person. Maybe I need to get Fiona to hold the camera in future. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Please be gentle with me. Speak again. Bye bye.